What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another full self-driving beta video. We're on the latest update, version 10.11.2, and we got another bug fix update here. The release notes have not changed, although something pretty interesting I'm not sure I've seen before. Tesla has removed the boombox feature while in drive. That was an NHTSA complaint that Tesla wanted to cooperate with, but the interesting part about that is that we're not on the latest branch of the software, so beta is usually behind on features, besides beta things, of course, but really nice right turn here. So if a new feature, say boombox, comes to the vehicles, it'll come to the kind of the public software vehicles, and then beta will get that later. Well, the public vehicles had boombox taken away on 2022.8 branch of the updates. Beta is still on 2022.4 branch, but we had that feature removed. So pretty interesting to see that. I guess that was pretty important for Tesla to get that pushed out to vehicles. So we're heading into downtown Ann Arbor to test full self-driving beta here. And I will say the 11 branch has been very good for me. It has been making kind of different mistakes in that it's very assertive now in a way that it didn't used to be. And I'm actually really enjoying it because one of my biggest complaints before was that, you know, it'd be a wide open road, there's no vehicles, and then my car is just kind of creeping and waiting and like, all right, let's go, nobody's there. Well, now the car seems to be a lot more assertive in the way it will take turns and things, going through intersections, taking unprotected lefts. And it's nice, although sometimes in previous, you know, like the 11 or 10.11 and 10.11.1, it would seem the car would try to go when it shouldn't, when there are vehicles. And to be totally honest, actually, because I'm in control and I'm beta testing this and I'm responsible, I actually kind of prefer that because then it gives me a chance to intervene and kind of show the car, okay, that's not the time to go. But also it lets me let the car do more when it is safe to let it do it rather than having to, you know, push it forward with the accelerator and things. So we'll keep tracking these stats. They have actually been getting better in terms of interventions. So I've been getting less interventions. Disengagements have been kind of getting better, but, you know, not as kind of clearly as interventions. So we'll keep tracking that. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes, but we'll go into downtown. I'm preparing to go to the Cyber Rodeo. That's in a few days. So if you're going, see you there. Say hi to me. I mean, in these videos, you don't see what I look like, but you know, there's some other videos I post. So that'd be cool. So like that right turn was very nice. It was, I mean, pretty much perfect. There's really nothing to complain about. And I'm noticing a lot more of our drives on beta are like that. So really nice lane change to continue forward here. This is like a great lane to be in. Did it make that decision because this right lane was full of cars and we want to pass them? I don't know, but I love the decision it made. So let's let it keep going and check in at some future points. So hitting the brake there, I don't know why it wants to go through this red light. So already a disengagement. Like that is so, like this, it has done this left turn fine so many times and now it wants to screw it up, which those kind of mistakes are so annoying when it does it right for so long. And then we'll see what it does here. So it selects the wrong lane. So off to a really bad start. So we already have one disengagement there. And I reported that incorrect lane picking. So it's been doing that incorrect lane picking pretty much forever. It's changing lanes in the middle of that turn and it should not be doing that. So really unfortunate to see that right off the bat right there. But that's what you get with beta. So far this bug fix update is not helping us a whole lot. So taking a turn here, we do have a green light. It says no right turn on red, and beta still seems like it cannot read those signs, so it may try to go right on a red when it shouldn't. So you gotta pay attention to that. Now we're pretty much at our destination, and what I wanna do here, I'm gonna turn beta off, so I just tap the brake, and I wanna try lucky, feeling lucky, kind of like Google, it'll pick a random destination for us, and let's see where this is. So let me turn this back off. And see, like that is so far and it's like way out of downtown. So that's why I don't really like to use that option too much. Maybe we'll do it at the end. But I want to stick around downtown and, you know, do the kind of tougher driving with lots of vehicles and turns and things like that. So let's try this one. I really want to get some left turns in here. So we'll see if that'll be correct for us to get some left turns. So yeah, it looks like some right turns. All right, are we going to go around this guy? I would. So I'm going to take over, so we already have another disengagement, just because there's a lot of people behind me, and there's no reason to be holding up traffic like that. I'm quite surprised, because beta is usually pretty aggressive at wanting to go around cars that are not moving. So We're slowing here, I assume, for this pedestrian, which is really nice. You know, somebody could have blown through there, but it's usually a better decision to just let them go and be on the safe side. So we stop here. We did get here before the person to our left, but kind of that human assertiveness is going to always take the car over, because the car is just so kind of careful in these situations that even though we technically were there first, they just went ahead, car waited. So no big deal as long as it's done safely. I'm okay with that, although you could confuse other drivers around you if you're not behaving the way they would expect. So pretty interesting there, because we did get there after that person. Although they were going straight, it was fine for us to go. I'm surprised the car didn't wait just a little bit longer, but handled it pretty nicely. And then one more stop sign here, which is much less busy. We'll see. So it looks like this person wants to cross the street. We're going to stop and wait for them. And then we will continue. Oh yeah, see, really nice takeoff there from that stop sign. None of this kind of hesitation, like kind of thinking there's a car there or something. That was a great takeoff. All right, so we have an unprotected left here. There is nobody in our way, so we should be able to just go. We're a little far to the left just from that car turning right, but they had room. We made the left turn really nicely. So that's what I'm talking about. There was pretty much no hesitation there. There was no hesitation there, and there should not have been, because there were no cars in our way, whereas it seemed like older versions would hesitate in that situation even though it was clear to go. So rather than take this right turn, I'm gonna take over here, cancel for us, and put in this next destination, which should at least start us off the bat with I think a pretty difficult left turn coming up here. Okay, so here we go. We have to turn left onto this street here, and it looks like we hit the brakes. Probably thinks that pedestrian is, yeah, I mean, she was standing in the road, so kind of the right decision. Weird robot human thing, because she's looking at her phone. I'm not sure I would have really been paying attention to her, to be honest. It didn't look like she had any intention to go. So here's what I'm talking about. See how kind of aggressive it is right now, even though there are vehicles. It's doing okay, and then it's pushing forward right as there's a gap. So like that left turn was really good. I didn't feel like we made the people behind us wait too long or anything like that. Like that was a really nice left turn. Kind of strange to have the wheel so turned and kind of be moving into those cars as they approach like that. That's kind of weird. And you guys have made comments about how like you don't want your wheel turned before the left turn, because if somebody rear ends you now, it's going to send you into traffic, which is a great point and totally true. So it'd be nice if the car would just sit and wait, you know, kind of face straight. What are you doing? See, now here's like a weird stop. I don't know why we're stopping, and it does continue on its own, but yeah, really weird stop. So you don't want your wheel turned in case someone rear ends you and sends you into, you know, those kind of oncoming cars when you're waiting to turn. So it'd be nice if the Tesla could just sit straight and wait, and then as soon as kind of the last car's coming in, there's a gap, then it can start to turn its wheel. So again, another unprotected left here. Slowing a little far back, not too big of a deal, and it is clear. And the car is a little awkward and a little slow, but hey, it did handle it. We didn't make anybody wait again. So again, really nice left turn. So I'm liking those unprotected better, and kind of those moves through intersections and turns are better. They're not there yet, but if you've been watching these videos, you've heard me say I don't know if we're ever going to be perfect. I think we'll always have some level of kind of weird, awkward robotness going on, but that doesn't mean the car can't perform what it needs to safely. So moving over, kind of waiting for this person. Very nice, giving her some room, and then moving back over to get away from the parked car. So really good, really appropriate. I think both cars could have fit there, but better safe than sorry. Just kind of move over a bit and let them pass is really nice. So we'll see if we get the same behavior here. And we slow down quite a bit and do move over, but we continue. That was perfect. Like, I loved that. Give them as much space as you can, robot, but you don't have to completely stop. You can kind of nudge yourself through there as they're passing. So we stop here. We're stopping way too long, I think because there's some people to our left. It wasn't sure if they were going to pass in front of us. But then we do move forward. All the humans wait for us, which is nice, even though we're a little slow. And I can see them in their car kind of like staring at me. So waiting for them to completely get out of the road, which is the right thing to do, and going way too slow here. Come on, go, go. All right, I'm pushing the accelerator. So there's an intervention. There's somebody behind me. There's two people waiting at those stop signs. So, man, yeah, those hesitations, I guess they're not completely gone, but you need the right mix of hesitating and assertiveness to do everything correctly. You can't be assertive at the wrong time. You can't be hesitant at the wrong time. So like here, hesitation, no one's behind me, so I don't care as much. Okay, not that big of a deal, but if we would have waited really any longer than that, it would have been awkward. Okay, not a whole lot of traffic here. I'm going to take over again. I want to put in, I think this takes us into the middle of downtown Ann Arbor. Once the directions are in, oh, there's a squirrel, but I'm driving. Once the directions are in, I will turn this back on and we will continue. So we have an unprotected left here. Cars like, I'm gonna go. No, I'm not. There's people there. So there's 2 cars and pedestrian. So I would definitely be pulling up to be in the intersection. But the car does start to pull up. And hey, all right, that timing was really good. Both cars and pedestrian out of the way. The Tesla moves forward, so I'm fine with that. I still would kind of get into the intersection to show my intention and everything. But that left turn was great. Wow, this is an interesting left turn. Oh yeah, we touched the curb there. Oh, dang it. All right, reported. As we moved over, I was like, are we gonna touch that curb? We definitely just barely touched it. So we should go, no, don't. So we got a yellow. The car saw the yellow and waited for it. I would have moved through that for sure because, yeah, that's just what I would have done. So unfortunate there that we bumped a curb. So we got the green, another unprotected. This is nice. I wanted to see a lot of these. So 3 more vehicles and then, yeah, probably can't go yet. There's cars approaching quickly, but after these 2, we should be good. And if the car, yeah, see, move up. No, okay, waiting for that right turn and go. Go, go, go. All right, cool. I was ready to hit the accelerator because there's somebody behind me and I'm sure they would have wanted to move through that. All right, I'm taking over here. I'm sure they would have wanted to move through that yellow light that they saw. And I'm just taking over there because that's the person that was behind us and I could tell they were stepping on it. They were going pretty fast and my car wanted to change lanes and I just didn't want to mess with them. So that's another disengagement. And I will go after this, except now there's pedestrians over there. So well, there's nobody here. I can switch. Let me switch lanes back and get us continued there. So yeah, having a lot of disengagements here, unfortunately, but that's how beta goes. No, you can't change into that lane. That's not a lane. So reported. Okay, it figured out that that is not a lane. Oh man, everything's okay. You're stopping for the pedestrians. So there's a lot of pedestrians here. We've done this before and it handled it beautifully. They don't have to stop for us. So. Okay, everybody's waving me on. Oh my gosh, it's so awkward. Oh, I hate it. All right, I tapped the accelerator there. Another intervention. Okay, this drive is terrible. So I'm just gonna say that right now. This is not a good beta drive. Not a good look. Just so awkward. And you know they're being polite because they probably see there's lots of pedestrians there. I'd be waiting a long time. But my car is also doing this thing where it's kind of rolling forward. So they're like, is he gonna go? What's going on? So I just need to intervene there to smooth everything out, basically. So slowing for this person, I assume that's a crosswalk, although there's like no paint there. I think it's just the paint's all faded. So this is what I wanted. I wanted to go to this really busy part of downtown. This is a really tough stop sign as well. And I should mention, people wanting beta, a lot of you watching these now have beta yourself or you've been waiting for beta. Nobody knows, oh jeez, you're so weird, car, what Tesla's doing with safety score. It's been, I think I read someone said since January that anyone in the US with 99 or 100 safety score has received beta. So that's lame. And the updates come out. So how they work is they come to employees, then they come to like the initial group of beta testers, which is like pretty much pre-safety score, which is me or other people who were in beta before safety score existed. And then Tesla decides if they want to continue the rollout. And they just keep stopping it. I don't know why. It seems like they'll do 3 or 4 updates that only make it to my group, to the pre-safety score group. Heartbreaking for no reason. And then there will be an update that flies out to everybody. So this 10.11.2 seemed to go out to a few more people than just the pre-safety score group, but I don't think it went very wide. So hopefully another wide one is coming pretty soon for everybody. So you cannot go. It wants to turn right on red here. All right, now we got the green. So these people are kind of like illegally walking through the intersection. And then the car's gonna go inch up. There's people crossing this street now. And wow, look at that construction. Here, let's, I'm going to cancel the route so that it can try to go straight and just see what it does. So this will probably really screw it up, but I guess it's going to continue its left turn like it had planned anyway. All right, so we have the green arrow, and this person's not going. So I don't know what the person to our right's going to do. Oh, that looks like they're parked. So we're very slowly moving up here, and we're good to go. Oh yeah, the car's very confused, so I'm just going to take over there. Another disengagement, not the most fair one, but hey, it didn't do it right. I didn't give it much time, but I also didn't really want to mess around there. So let me do a feeling lucky, a lucky pick. Oh, you picking the same one? Okay, well, whatever. We'll go there, and we can wrap it up. Let's see if it can get us out of downtown and over to, oh no, that's a different one. Wow, that loaded really fast. And over to wherever this picked. So waiting for that human, and then moving through. All right, let's do a little better on this last leg here. I think it can handle it. We're getting out of downtown, so it should get a little easier here. Okay, so we got the green, and after these people go across, yeah, it's a little delayed. I mean, definitely delayed compared to me, but really not bad. Not terrible, not great. Dude is taking that wall off the building with a hammer. That is going to take a really long time. That's pretty ridiculous. So a really bad lane picking there. Kind of got confused between the right lane and the straight lane. And why are you, yeah, don't, okay. We're changing to the left lane even though we have a right turn coming up. So that was pretty dumb. And we just got lucky that there was space there for us to go back because the car then corrected itself. So I'll report that. That was bad. All right, well, here, let's let it do this roundabout real quick. This little tiny mini roundabout. See how it handles this. Nope. Oh, wow. Okay. Ugh, too close to the curb for me. So you want to finish it up with a disengagement. Great job, Beta. Great now. Terrible job, Beta. Terrible job. So this person is parallel parking. Let's see what we do here. Yeah, go around them. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. I would have given a little more space, but that was a good job going around them. So let's get our stats here for our drive, our trip. We are at 5 miles. That doesn't sound right. I'm going to double check with, I track all this stuff on Teslafy too, so if you see a different mileage number. But last time I said that and it was correct. So whatever, here's the stats of the drive. I imagine they don't look that great. What do we have, 3 or 4 disengagements and interventions? So it does seem interventions are becoming a little less. And most of my interventions have always been, why are you ignoring these speed bumps? Most of my interventions have always been pressing the accelerator when the car would not move. So there is something to that in that the car does seem to move better so far in my experience with the 10.11 branch when there's nobody around, which like seems obvious, but the car has to, you know, be really careful that there's not that there's actually nobody around and not that it just doesn't see them. So this kind of fine balance of, you know, assertive driving versus careful driving, it's really tough, I think, for a computer to balance. And I don't know, it seems we still have a long way to go for this to be, you know, really driving itself in any meaningful capacity. But I will say, despite the numbers, the disengagements and things, the types of mistakes I'm seeing are not so dramatic and kind of like catch you off guard as they used to be. So I don't know what Tesla's thinking with safety score and not allowing new people or whatever, but I think this is kind of getting to the point where like people could use it and it's not that big of a deal like it used to be. It used to be like, I didn't think many people should use it just because it was so crazy. But then there was that balance of like, well, they paid for it, so why don't they get it, but I get it. Anyway, that's a whole nother discussion. I don't know. The mistakes are a lot more manageable now than they used to be. That's for sure. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this one. I look forward to your thoughts down below. Sometimes when the car does bad, you guys are pretty angry down there. But, you know, it's understandable. We've been doing this for a long time now, and we're still waiting for our full self-driving. That was coming in 2018, 2019, you know, and so on. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. You will see me and full self-driving beta in the next video.
So Autopilot and I are happily driving along